Hey, welcome back, Phenomenons. This is Frank. Listen, in this video, we're going to jump right into Suno.com and we're going to check out the latest update, 4.5 plus. Now, there is a particular upgrade or what's in beta that I want to center this video around, and that's adding instrumentals to vocals. Now, I'm going to save myself from the shame and save you from the pain. And we're not going to use any of my vocals. I'm not going to upload or record any of my vocals. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a song in my library that I have already actually selected. I'm going to have you listen to it. I've already also extracted the vocals using one of the key features inside Suno, which is get stems. Okay. And we're going to implement those vocals and apply a different instrumental, kind of centered around more of an orchestra. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to hop right into Suno. Now, if anybody's watching this and you're new to Suno, you want to check it out, right? You want some free credits. All you got to do is just click on the link in my profile or in my bio and just register with your Google account and you got some free credits. Though, in order to do exactly what I'm about to show here, you have to be a pro member, at least at a minimum. But you can still just kind of watch and see what's happening here. And when you're ready, dish out $10 a month. You're going to get 2,500 credits and you're going to unlock a lot of the bells and whistles that can really get you going in the right direction in creating your own music. All right, so here we have two files. Now, this is the one that I want you to listen to, okay? Now, again, it's slow, and all I'm going to play is just the first verse along with the chorus, all right? So here we go.
Shadows on the wall, your words cut so deep. Promises would fall, left alone to weep. Lies beneath your smile, pain I cannot hide. In this lonely mile, a heart that's been denied. I died inside. With every little lie, our love was just a ride, a dream left high and dry.
All right, so there we had the first verse, and then we went into the chorus. Okay, so you get the idea of the style of song it is. It's a bad breakup song. All right, and so what I want to do is I want to challenge Suno, and what's the other part of the upgrades with Suno is I'm super excited to hear, and I have been hearing in some of the things I've been producing, is that the song, the way it's created, typically it's very, you could tell where it's going, right? It's very predictable in the past, in other versions. And so you would have a song that would play, it would go through the verse, then the chorus, the verse, and it would sound very similar, right? So it was just kind of zigzagging the same amount, same time frame, right? And you had to get really creative with the prompt in order to kind of bend those rules a little bit. But now, lately, what I've been creating, I've been kind of seeing some things where it's more of a curvy roller coaster ride, right? Where not every curve is the exact same, which is really, really cool. And I think that's what we've been asking for. So what we're going to do is we are going to show you how to do this, add instrumentals to the vocals. So here's the vocals here. I'll have you listen to the vocals here in just a bit. But to get started, you just click on the three dots. You go up to the very top. Okay, and then all you do is hop on over to the right here or to the left, depending on which way this opens up, and go down to add instrumentals. Okay, again, it's beta and it's for pro users and premium users. So we're going to go ahead and click here. And again, to unlock this, all you got to do is just start paying $10 a month and you're going to have 2,500 credits per month. Okay, now what we have here is the vocals went over into the project and it's showcased up at the very top. Okay, down here, the lyrics have been exported into the lyrics section. Okay, and then down here, as you continue to scroll down, you have the style. So this is where you become kind of the whole producer here. What kind of music do you want here? So I'm going to go ahead and just copy paste this prompt that I had just right before we started hitting record. Okay, I'm going to just kind of scroll this, open this up a little bit. So I'm going to read just a little bit of this. This dramatic string orchestra piece opens with urgent, emotional violin melodies supported by soaring harmonies, breathtaking pizzicato cellos, And violas punctuate the tension, creating rhythmic drive, dynamic swells, and cascading runs evoke intensity, and then so on and so forth. Okay. Now, we're not going to spend too much time on this, but as you start applying a new instrument or any songs at all, this is really important. Okay. Now, if you just start with maybe one sentence, two sentences, three sentences, again, you can always get help by the magic wand right here, and it'll fix it up for you. In addition to that, if you have a long one, right, we can use the magic wand here in a little bit and see if it'll shorten it and kind of clean it up. All right. So it works both ways. And then of course, down here, you have keywords that you can actually add into that. Now we have advanced options. So if by chance it's closed as it is, you can open it up right down here and you can exclude some styles. What do we want to exclude? Well, what I don't want is I don't want any duets. I don't want any male vocals. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in. Here, if you don't want like piano, you don't want percussion, what have you, you can also enter that in here as well. All right. So vocal gender. Well, it's a female vocalist. So I'm going to go ahead and select female. And then right here on weirdness, style, and audio influence, these are sliders that all you got to do is just adjust them to your liking. Now, anytime you have lyrics, what's been my experience, okay, is that not to go over 50%, because then it's just not going to sound good. Now, if you had better experience, then good luck to you, but that's just kind of my recommendation. So what I'm going to do with this weirdness part is I'm going to narrow this down all the way down to 15%. Okay, style of influence. Okay, I'm going to up this till about 90%. But what does this mean? So what this is basically asking you is based off of the style, the music style that you've inserted right here, what percentage of this do you want to follow? Do you want Suno to follow that? Okay, so I'm going to stick to 90%. And then right here is the audio influence. Well, where does the audio influence come from? Well, the audio influence comes from anything that is inserted inside your project. So if you're doing a cover song, you'll have the original song right up here. If you're adding a persona, well, you'll have that inserted as well. And then for this case, we have vocals that we want to add instrumentals to. So we're really centering our attention around the vocals. So what this means is we want integrity around the vocals. We want it to sound exactly how it sounded when I showed you the original version. All right, so we're going to put that at 100%. Then right down here, we're going to enter the song title. But while we're waiting here, let me close this up. And I'm going to have you listen to what this, just the vocals is, just a snippet of it, so you get the idea of what we're pulling from. And it's going to start in about a couple seconds, probably at about the 11-second mark. And here we are right down here. All right. And so I'm going to go ahead and just mute myself.
Shadows on the wall, your words cut so deep, promises would fall, left alone to weep, lies beneath your smile, pain I cannot hide. In this lonely mile, a heart that's been denied, I died inside with every little lie.
All right, so you hear the vocals pretty clear. Now, again, when you go into get stems, right, you may want to know what get stems is. It's a really unique added tool, an added feature that basically takes the original music right here, and it pulls all of the instrumentals along with any of the lyrics, okay, and it creates simple individual audio files of each one, okay, giving you a lot more control over editing, really, ultimately. So when it did that, what I went and did is I just went and grabbed the vocals, and you have the choice to either download them individually or download them in a zip file. So I just downloaded the vocals. When I downloaded it, I then uploaded it back into Suno, and that's how I got this file right here. All right, so if you guys want to do that with your own files, that's how you do it. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and select create. It's going to now, it took 10 credits, right, for 2 full songs. Typically they're full songs. Sometimes it'll do like 20 seconds, 15 seconds on one of them, and so on and so forth. Now, let me tell you what's been happening as the release has happened. Now, this is probably only me, I don't know, right? But what I've been experiencing is that my first set of generations don't always come in exactly how I want them, or not even close to, okay? So I'm almost prepared to hit create again. Now, again, when you hit create, you're using 10 credits, right? So if I hit create again, it's going to go down to 955. All right, so let's listen to the first example and see how well it sounds. All right, here we go.
Fade from my eyes, a touch I still seek, lost in your disguise. Memories cascade, breaking piece by piece. Love's fragile masquerade, no finds no release. I died inside with every little lie. Just a ride, a dream left high and dry.
All right, so we're going to stop it right there. Now, there's a couple things. Let me just give my honest opinion here. Number one is when it started, it seemed like it started pretty good. And then we kind of had a dip of kind of a little bit of, it would just seem a little bit off. All right, now, anytime you're messing or trying to create some music with Suno, I highly recommend that you use like earbuds or headphones, right? Now, it looks ridiculous. It even feels ridiculous. But let me tell you, I'm not trying to land a plane here. What I'm trying to land is some really good instrumentals for these lyrics. Now, that's kind of my feedback there. What I did notice too, and when you're listening with headphones or earbuds, you'll hear kind of the imperfections in the background. In addition, you'll also hear the perfections in the background. A lot of, like, for example, the plucking kind of sounds that you really don't hear up front. But all of this, remember, you have the option to go and get stems, right? You can separate these, and any particular sound or instrument that doesn't sound right off really good right now, well, you can maybe pull it out. So that song in particular, I can tell you it's still salvageable. It might not be ready like right now, and probably nothing is. I always tell everybody, whenever you're listening or generating music, always think draft mode, no matter what. Because there are too many tools that Suno offers for you to mess around with, right, to really even make it that much more better. All right, so let's listen to the second one. Tell me what you think. Here we go. All right, so there you have it. You have that kind of crazy violin or viola, whatever that is, that's really kind of causing that interference. Now, again, it sounds so singular that I feel like I can save this by just pulling that out of the stems. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to just hit create one more time. The other experience that I'm having here with Suno with this latest update when it comes to adding instrumentals to lyrics is that first set of generations are a little bit shaky sometimes. Now the other thing that I'm also noticing is that anytime you kind of have that high traffic at the very beginning, right, where everything kind of seems like, man, there's too much going on up at the very beginning, typically that lasts probably probably like only like 45 seconds, maybe to even a minute. And yeah, that's a pretty good chunk of song. But after that, I can almost assure you that you're going to have some really good stuff towards the end. So what I'm also telling you is what you could do is you can take that song anytime that happens is go into the editor, take it to the editor, and then just highlight the beginning part of it and just recreate that section. Okay. And you'll be surprised at what you get. So again, all of this is salvageable. So just thought I would share that feedback. All right, so let's listen to the newest generations here, the 2 variations, and see if we have any better luck right off the back. Here we go.
A dream left high and dry, tears upon my cheek, light fades from my eyes, a touch I still seek, lost in your disguise. Memories cascade, breaking piece by piece, love's fragile masquerade. No finds no release. I died inside with every little lie. Our love was just a ride, a dream left high and dry. Ooh, tears upon my cheek, light fades from my eyes, a touch I still see, lost in your disguise. Memories cascade, breaking piece by piece, love's fragile masquerade. No finds no release. I died inside with every little lie. Our love was just a ride, a dream left high and dry.
Wowzers. All right. So again, here comes some feedback, right? So again, I heard a lot of imperfections. There was some imperfections that stood out at the very beginning. It had a better start. Okay. But there was those, I don't know what it was, but it's salvageable. Now that one right there is going to be that much more quicker to get to the finish line, right? Because I can work with like all of that. All right, without really kind of going into a third-party editor, going into get stems and all of that good stuff. So let me tell you, that was really unique. One thing right off the back too that kind of stood out was kind of the volumes in between kind of the instruments and the vocals. I felt like there was kind of a shift and so on and so forth. And so that's just some general feedback. But anyway, I really appreciated that one. That was really good. Let's just take a quick snapshot of this one, see how this one sounds. Here we go. All right, well, there you have it. And let me tell you, so that's a good example of what I'm talking about, where everything just seems mashed up at the very beginning, right? And that was just like, okay, that's just too much going on, okay? But again, if I go probably, let's see here, I'm at the 57-second mark. I'm going to hit play, and I'm also going to put all my eggs in one basket and say that the rest of this is going to sound pretty good. Now, we're not going to hear it all, but you're going to hear from this point on that it's going to sound pretty good. It's never really failed me. So let's see if this is the first time.
Tears upon my cheek, light fades from my eyes, a touch I still see, lost in your disguise, memories cascade.
All right, so let me tell you what the problem is here, is when I'm trying to do the orchestra version, and what's really kind of defaulting is you don't hear the percussion too much, right? In what I'm trying to achieve. So that's what's sounding the alarm here for me. And so, again, can I just simply get the stems and just remove percussion? Absolutely. I'm very, because it's so distinguished, right? Such a distinguished sound in the actual audio. But anyway, this is kind of just the idea of how to get started with Suno and start kind of just using the additional different features. What was so unique about the orchestra part and why I wanted to go the orchestra route is because with orchestra, you have to have this kind of not just simple pattern. It's not predictable, right? And so I thought I would just choose that to see if indeed Suno will take me on that roller coaster ride. And on the previous sample, that's a good example. It did a really good job with that. So there you go. I'm going to keep creating different videos. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you got what we were trying to achieve here, because I think we did, right? And so please do me a favor, like, comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and I'm trying to get to like at least 10 subscribers by the end of next week. So if you guys can help me out with that, I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you in the next one.